In this video, we will go over how to administer IV fluids. Once you have scanned your patient's wristband, you will see that they are now verified in the top left of your screen. Then you'll see the IV order here. So you can see sodium chloride at 999 mils per hour. You're going to scroll down to the time that it's due, which you can see here is 2:30, and you're going to take your scanner and scan your IV bag. Then it's going to bring up all of the previous orders associated with this medication. So you're going to have to find the current order, which should be highlighted in green, and click on that one. Then it will pull you into the flow sheet screen. This is where you can see the container volume, the infusion rate, and that you are starting your infusion. If you're happy with that, you're going to hit OK. Hit OK again, hit save, and enter your PIN. Now on your order, you can see a gas tank saying that this IV fluid is full. As the bag infuses, this will get lower and lower to indicate when you need to change your IV bag. And if we scroll down to the time of administration, it shows here that we are administering this IV fluid at 999 mils an hour. We started it at 2:34, and it's expected to stop at 3:35. Now we will go over how to pause your IV infusion if you need to disconnect your patient for them to go for a test, for example. So when you come to your MAR, you're going to find the order that you're looking for and scroll down to when it was administered here. Make sure your patient is verified by scanning their wristband. Then you're going to come onto your MAR and click the infusion button and go to infuse titrate. It is going to bring you back onto the flow sheet. If you can't see the previous shift's documentation, you can click on the little chart icon at the top to make it so that you can. Now you're going to see that at 2:34, I started this IV bag and it was running at 999 mils per hour. If I want to pause this, I'm going to come over to the box next to infusion rate and change the rate of infusion to 0. That is going to update my intake here and how much volume is left in my bag. It's also going to say paused under increase and decrease. If I'm happy with that, I'm going to hit OK again and save and enter my PIN. Now you can see on your MAR that this infusion is paused. When your patient returns from their appointment and you want to restart your IV fluids, you're going to click back onto the infusion button and go to infuse titrate. And now on that same flow sheet, under infusion rate, you're going to change it back to the rate that was ordered. This now shows that your infusion is being resumed. Hit OK and hit save again and enter your PIN. Now on your MAR, you can see that this infusion is back running. Now the estimated time of completion is 15:36. Now we will go over how to start a new IV bag. So on your MAR, you can see that your gas tank is getting low and it's warning you that this infusion is going to be out soon. So what you have to do is make sure your patient is verified by scanning their wristband and then come to your MAR. From here, you can scan your new IV fluid. You have to select the active order, and then it will pull you into this flow sheet. Now you're seeing that one bag is ending and you're starting a new one. So now you can see that for the infusion that is ending, it's going to say infused here. You also can see that under waste amount, there's 117 mils that you're wasting because the bag wasn't fully empty. That's okay as long as it's around 10% of the bag. Then under the start column, you can see that you're starting a new infusion that is a 1,000 ml bag, and it's going to be running at 999 mils an hour. And then under the increase decrease, it's saying that it's started and running. Once you've done this, you can hit save and hit OK and enter your PIN. Then on your MAR, you can see that the infusion that you started at 3:30 has now infused, and you have now started a new bag. Once you have made edits on your MAR, you can now come to your ins and outs tracker, and you'll be able to see your IV intake. This will only update when changes are made on the MAR, either to the IV rate, you're pausing or restarting an infusion. The intake and output will not update automatically. Something needs to be completed on the MAR for it to pull. Now I am going to show you how to stop an infusion if the medication has been discontinued mid-IV fluid bag. So you can see the sodium chloride order at 999 mils an hour is discontinued, but it still says that my infusion is running. In order to stop this on the MAR, I'm going to click on the Infuse Titrate button. It's going to say that the medication is discontinued. That's okay. We're going to hit yes, and it will let us bypass that. Now you have to fill in that this infusion is completed. So you're going to change the infusion rate to 0. It's going to auto-populate that there is 866.8 mils left in the bag. You can put this amount into the waste amount. This is indicating that you are wasting the 866 mils that were left in that bag. So that's going to update your ins and outs to show that your patient only received 133 mils of that bag. And then under the increase decrease, it's going to say infused. You can hit OK and hit save. Now on your MAR, even though this medication is discontinued, it's going to say that it has finished infusing. If you click on the little comment box, it will tell you the cumulative intake of this bag so that people know that that patient didn't receive that full liter. Once you've infused it, it will also populate to your ins and outs assessment and keep it up to date. So even if infusions have been discontinued, you still have to go in and mark that they are no longer running on your MAR. Otherwise, your ins and outs will not update, and the MAR will look like this, where the end is highlighted in red and the gas tank remains on the MAR. This makes the MAR messy for shifts oncoming and will not keep your ins and outs up to date. So make sure you are infusing all of your IV fluids, even if they have been discontinued.